Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Renee. Thanks for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. Today, I have a problem. I have a serious problem. I got 2 more Nomad palettes. I don't know which one we're going to use today, but stick around. Let's find out. Alrighty, guys. So, Nomad had an Earth Day sale, and they had 25% off. So I picked up these 2 palettes because I've been really wanting them. This is the Haunted Europe, which I have used this because Tish has it and she let me use hers. So I think we might save this one for another day. This is what she looks like. It's so cool. It's so cool. And then the color story inside, dun, 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 is right here. Wow. It's so pretty, guys. It's so pretty, but I really want to play with the, is it the Fuji 5 Lakes, I think is the name of it. All right, this is the Fuji 5 Lakes, isn't it? Yeah, anyways, this is what the box looks like. Let's take the palette out. Oh, the texture is awesome. Look at that. And it's like raised. I don't know how to explain it, but so cool. And I got nominated as a starfish and I won. And when you are nominated as a starfish, because Nomad had it on their Instagram, when you get picked as a starfish, you get to pick any palette from their website that you want. Since I already got these, the other option was to get the new palette that's going to be released. So I picked to get the new palette and I'm super excited. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, but there's the back. Let's open it up and see the color story. There was one shade, because I did open these already, that kind of broke a little bit, which is this Fiery Maple up here in the corner. So I used the shade protector to kind of push it back in there, but there is kind of a mess in here. Not like a huge mess. I've had worse for sure. But yeah, that kind of sucks because you can't see the embossment. But it's not as bad as I've had palettes. I don't know. I don't really think you can do a neutral look per se with this palette. But maybe I could do something. Does it fold all the way back? It does. Maybe I could do something in this corner right here. What does it say about this? I'm not going to be able to read it. Fuji something Japan. Fuji, I can't read that because the cursive makes it hard. Lake Kawajuiko? I probably just butchered that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Inspiration, Momiji. I'm not even going to try. Never mind. Forget it. Move on. Autumn in Japan is a festive and colorful season as changing foliage moves across the country and the popular pastime of Momiji Gari, hunting red leaves, begins. A fantastic destination to see these brilliant hues in the Fuji 5 Lakes region. A sight to behold. There is the clear, cool lake waters surrounded by fiery red maple and golden ginkgo trees, perfectly framing the iconic snow-capped cone of Mount Fuji. The juxtaposition of warm and cool, light and shadow, beautifully captures the season's transitional nature and rich beauty of autumn in Japan. Wow, pretty cool. Fiery autumnal hues mixed with cool mountain and lake tones formulated with extra fine pigments for beautifully blendable colors and rich payoff, infused with chamomilla japonica oil to help make skin silky smooth. 9 vivid mattes and 6 luminescent shimmers inspired by the beautiful fall foliage at Mount Fuji and its surrounding lakes. So we got Fiery Maple, Red Rowan, Diamond Fuji, Yellow Poplar, Golden Ginkgo, Momiji, oh my gosh, what's that word? Fuji Goko, Mount Fuji, Mount Ho, Koyo, Burning Bush, Kawajujiko, Pampas Grass, Yamanakako, Kako, Yamanakako. I don't know if I'm saying these right. And then the last one is Burnished Beach. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I probably butchered that, and I apologize. No offense made. I was not trying to offend anybody by missaying stuff, you know. English is my one and only language. I took Spanish in school and a little bit of French in 4th grade, but I wasn't very good at it, so hence why I only speak one language, and English it is. So, what shades shall we get into? I do have a little bit of blue in my shirt for today, so maybe I'll do that. Should I do the questions? Let me see if I can find them. Yeah. So, Jessica, Just Jessica, Beauty Ninja Just Jessica, I'll leave her link down below, did a question tag thing. So I think I will do that while I'm getting ready this morning. I think I'm going to go in with, let's go in with Yellow Poplar. And I'm going to put that in the crease. I need to change the settings so that my screen does not lock up on me when I'm trying to read the questions. All right, so the first question is, if you could be any age for the rest of your life, what age would it be? That's a good question. I don't think there's a specific age I would be, but maybe honestly, probably my late 30s, early 40s, probably more my early 40s would be where I'd age-wise, because my son was older, so I was able to still be able to, you know what I'm saying? When your kids are little, you don't really have a lot of free time. But the older they get, the more you can leave them on their own when they're teenagers. You know what I mean? You don't have to be with them all the time. So they still kind of need you, but you still kind of have some freedom. And you're still kind of young before you're getting all the aches and pains and stuff like that. But I had back surgeries in my life, so that's kind of stuff that I've dealt with earlier than probably a lot of other people would, just because of the stuff that I got going on in my back. So my sciatic acts up a lot, and that's happened for years. But I think my early 40s was a good time for me. It was a good time. I need to get my brows done again, because they're I keep catching little ones down here that need to be taken care of. So that was the first one. So I'd say early 40s was a good time. The next question is, what is your favorite animal? I'll give you guys a minute to put it down in the comments while I'm tapping on more of this shadow. Go ahead, put down in there. You guys know what my favorite animal is, don't you? People who have been with me for a while absolutely know what my favorite animal is. Did you get it? Did you put it? Have you put it before? I don't want to give you the answer until you've put it in the comments. What is my favorite animal, guys? You might be able to see one in the background. Anyways, yeah, dolphin. I love dolphins. I've been obsessed with dolphins since I was in high school. And it comes from my best friend in high school was Leah, and she loved dolphins, and it kind of grew on me. So, yeah, and I actually got to go swimming with the dolphins when I went on a Mexican cruise, which was amazing. All right, next, which celebrity would you choose for your best friend? Oh goodness. There's actually a couple, a couple of them that I would probably choose as a best friend. I absolutely love Kelly Clarkson. I watch like clips from her talk show, and I just think, I don't know, I get a different kind of vibe from her, you know what I mean? So I just think that she would be somebody super cool to hang out with. So Kelly Clarkson. I've always loved Julia Roberts. So I don't really like know. It's one of those things where I love Julia Roberts, but I'd almost be afraid to meet her because my expectations might be let down. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they say you don't want to meet your idols because they might not be the person that you think that they are from what you've seen. You know what I mean? So, but I definitely think Kelly Clarkson would be. I really like Pink too, though. And Drew Barrymore seems pretty cool. So there's a few people I might like to have as my best friend, really. Just because they seem like really cool people. Let's see what the next one is. If you could wear only one color for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, that's difficult. That's difficult. I would definitely not want to pick white or any like lighter colors because they tend to get dirty too easily. You know what I mean? So I'd want something that was maybe like a darker shade, but maybe has a little bit of little tone to it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe like a black, but make sure my microphone was on. Maybe a black, but with like a gray tint to it so that it kind of has some texture, if that makes any sense. So not completely black, but maybe a little bit lighter, kind of like a faded black, gray kind of thing where it might give a little bit of difference so it's not so basic. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that would be a color. You know what I mean? Color is not just one thing, you know? You have different tones of colors. So I would want something that has a little bit of difference to it, not just like one blue, one black, one whatever. Like something that has like a little bit of difference to it, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that's right for that question, but that's what I'm going with. What is your go-to shower song? I don't really listen to music. I get in there, take my shower, and get out because usually I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to get ready and get out of here. I'm going to go into Burnished Beach. And I'm using like this angled brush right here. This is a mange. You can find these really decent prices on, I believe, Amazon, and I believe they went viral on TikTok Shop. So they're really nice brushes. Anyways, what was the question? Shower song. Literally, it would just depend what kind of mood I'm in and what music I happen to be listening to at that time. Because I can listen to 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, today. I literally, if a song comes on and I'm feeling it in the moment, I'm singing it. So if I had, so I don't really have like one go-to something because I have such a wide range, and it depends on my mood. You know what I mean? And it depends on what I'm listening to. Sometimes I'll have it on a radio station and all the music that they're playing is good and I'll leave it there. And sometimes I'm getting kind of bored with it. And so I'll station hop, or I'll hook up my Spotify and listen to my Spotify playlist, which can have like a lot of different music. I even listen to like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I listen to it all. It just depends on my headspace. Sometimes I want to listen to sad songs. Sometimes I want to listen to upbeat, happy songs. Sometimes I want to listen to, sort of heavy metal. There's not all heavy metal that I like, but I did go see a couple bands last week, and they were really good. They were really good. One was Oni, one was Pop Evil, one was Devour the Day, and the other one was, shoot, hold on, let me see if I can find the name of the band, because they were okay. They weren't my favorite. They were good, but they weren't. Return to Dust, Pop Evil, Oni, and Devour the Day. Return to Dust wasn't my favorite, but they weren't bad. But I think Pop Evil and Devour the Day, no, they all were really good. They all were really good, honestly. They really were. So I was so excited to go to that concert. But I don't really have a go-to shower song per se. What is your worst food of all time? I don't know. Worst food of all time. Like, I don't eat stuff that, I can't say, gosh, that's a hard one. That's a really hard one. Liver and onions. My ex-husband and his mom loved liver and onions. That is my ex-husband's favorite meal, is liver and onions, and I just can't do it, dude. I can't. It's like, I remember when my son was little, and my ex-husband's mom made her and my ex-husband liver and onions for dinner, and the rest of us had something different. And so I gave Junior, or maybe my ex-husband gave Junior a bite of his liver. And I want to say that my son was still chewing on that. Maybe an hour later, he was still chewing on it. Like, that right there tells you the texture of it. I'm good. No. Nope. No liver and onions for me. Sorry. No go. All right. Now, what do I want to put on my lid? I wonder if I should, if a little bit of that Mount Hoy, if I put that out here, I don't want to mess it up. I think I'm going to take coho. Is that what that is? Dip on the coho. And I think I'll put that on my lid. All right, so worst food of all time next. Who was your first celebrity crush? I would say Leif Garrett. There was a movie that I watched when I was, gosh, I must have been young. Like maybe, I don't know, 9, 10, something like that. Maybe 11, but really young. But there was this movie with this girl, and she went to the mall. And she was like a teenager, a young teenager, maybe 13, 14, 15 years old, something like that. And she went to the mall and got her makeup done. Then she was walking around the mall and she met this guy that played guitar, and she was getting guitar lessons from him. And he thought that she was older than she was, because when they first met, she had all this makeup on, so she looked older than she really was. But man, I'm pretty sure it was Leif Garrett that was in that movie. I'm pretty sure it was him. But man, he was so cute. And then it was Rick Springfield after that. Hard to Hold. Heck yeah. And then after that, John Bon Jovi. And it's been John Bon Jovi ever since. Not that I don't have other celebrity crushes that I've had, but those kind of were like the three main ones. But the first one was Leif Garrett. Man, he was so cute. What is your go-to breakfast? Honestly, I don't like have a go-to breakfast. I just kind of, usually I don't eat right in early. Can I speak this morning? I don't eat first thing in the morning. Like when I first wake up, I'm just not ready to eat. Like right now, I'm not hungry. But once I get to work and I work a couple hours, then I'm hungry. So it kind of depends on what they have for breakfast there. You know, sometimes I'll have oatmeal because they have oatmeal packages like the apple cinnamon and there's a couple other ones. I don't like the original. I like the flavored ones, but sometimes I'll have oatmeal. They have cereal. Sometimes I'll have a bowl of cereal. They'll have eggs. I had ham the other day. So it just depends on what they're offering for breakfast. Sometimes they have like these little fruit roll things. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're like these little apple pies. I think one time it was it cherry or strawberry or something, but they're really good. So it just depends. Growing, like when I was in my early 20s and stuff, it was always Eggos. I love me a good Eggo. All right, next. Somebody's outside. I wonder if that's my son. It is my son. God, scared the shit out of me. Okay, so breakfast, we got that. Do you think money brings happiness? Hold on. What's up, buddy?
I told you I was going to be home.
Okay. I was just worried. He went to a EDM event last night, so he's just getting home. Do you think money brings happiness? I do not think money brings happiness. I know some people probably would disagree with me. I'm not going to use this brush. I'm going to use a sponge tip applicator for the shimmer shade. I don't believe money brings happiness. I believe that money brings comfort because you don't have to worry about things that you need in life, you know, like your rent, food, car payment, car insurance. You can travel, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, I love to travel. So if I had money, it would be nice to be able to travel more often, you know what I mean? Like go back east and see my family once a year, be able to, well, I do visit my dad at least twice, sometimes 3 times a year. But it just brings comfort so that you don't have to worry about the financial things in life, but it doesn't solve all of your, it doesn't solve all of your problems. It's not going to fix everything that goes on in your head. You know what I mean? If somebody has depression and mental illness, money's not going to fix that. It's just not. You can think all you want that money's going to fix whatever is hurting you, but you have to heal yourself from the inside out. So you could have all the money in the world and still not be happy and still be depressed. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just honestly believe that I got an itch in my ear. So no, money does not bring happiness. Money brings comfort so that you don't have to worry. It just takes a worry off your plate as far as like bills and stuff like that. Oh, I just hit my nose with that. Oh no. I think this looks really pretty. I really think I need to deepen it up though. It's so light. We might have to go in with that blue and deepen it up a little bit. This is a really pretty shimmer shade though. All right, and then the last question. Who would you pay the most to see in concert? Gosh. I don't know, because I don't really like to spend too much money going to concerts. I usually get not nosebleed seats, but kind of like middle of the road, because I just don't like spending a lot of money. When I can remember when I was younger, you could go to a concert for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. And now it's like $150, $160. But I usually go for the middle of the road. Tickets like 105, 110, because normally that's around the cheapest, to be completely honest with you. But I don't like to be like way up in the nosebleed. I like to be kind of in the middle, you know. But gosh, I don't know. Who would I pay the most to see? That's really hard. That's really hard. Because I've seen a few people. There might be somebody that is no longer with us that I would have paid, you know, a lot to see, like Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson, Prince. It's disappointing that I never got to see Prince in concert, because I think that would have been an amazing show. I'm taking the Mount Hoy and just kind of deepening this up a little bit. But that's all the questions. I'll leave them down in the description box in case you want to do them yourself. I believe Kim, Hanging with Kim, she did them. Jessica did them. I'm not sure who else did them. But if you hear these, they'll be linked in the description box. I would love for you to do it, and make sure that you tag the people that have done the question tag. Tag them so that they can come see what your answers are. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. I got 40 minutes before I gotta leave. How's that looking? I need to blend this a little bit. I just can't imagine not putting something deeper in here to give it some sort of depth, or, you know what I mean? It was looking real pale, and it needed a little lift. I think he's playing his video game right now. Hopefully he's going to get some sleep. He doesn't need to be to work till 7 o'clock, I believe he works tonight. So, and right now it's 6. So he could sleep for 12 hours. Stay up for a little bit and still get a decent amount of sleep. I wonder who gave him a ride home. I messaged him this morning at like 2:30, I think. And I was like, should I head up that way? He's like, I'm going to stay out till 5. Do you think you can get somebody to give me a ride home? No. You can message somebody, but I'm not messaging Papa at 2 o'clock in the morning to ask him if he'll come to Seattle and pick you up at 5. Crazy. And then I messaged him again, and he's like, Mom, I'll get a ride home. Okay, just making sure, because I can't. I only have till a certain time to be able to go up there to get him, to where we get back in enough time for me to be to work. You know what I mean? So I would have to leave here no later than 5 to pick him up and bring him back. My sister just texted me. Good morning. Have a good day. You too. So we were out and about troll hunting on Friday. We went up to West Seattle, and we were walking down by the water, and she was hoping that we would see some of the orcas, because people have been spotting them a lot, especially off. Okay, so I live in Tacoma, and they have Ruston Way, the waterfront, the Tacoma waterfront. They have Point Ruston and then Point Defiance, and in Point Defiance they have Owen Beach. And so a lot of people have been going down to Owen Beach lately because of the really nice weather. Well, people have been spotting the orcas left and right and posting videos. And one of her friends saw them the day that we went troll hunting is the day she was down on the Tacoma waterfront and saw a pod of orca. I mean, she posted videos in the comments of a post my sister made on Facebook, and I was watching the videos, and I mean, there was like 1, 2, 3, like maybe 6 or 7 of them that you could see breaking the surface of the water. I mean, what I would get, I have seen it in person when I went to the San Juans with my ex-husband. We took the clipper up to the San Juans to go whale watching, but they don't ever guarantee that you're gonna see the whales. I mean, you can go that time of year where they're normally spotted and where there's activity, but there's no guarantee that you're actually going to see them when you go. So it's a chance that you take when you pay for like the excursion. But we did see them, and I'm sure I've got pictures on my Facebook somewhere of the whales. But it's super cool to see them. Like, I don't remember people seeing them a lot in the Puget Sound like they have been lately. It's like a lot of people have been spotting them off the coast, which is super cool. So I told my sister, I said, maybe I'm gonna have to like make trips down to the waterfront so that hopefully maybe I can get a look-see-loo at them in the Sound, because that would be like really, really cool. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I think I'm gonna have to blend these a little bit better. I just was thinking it just was like not looking how I wanted it to, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't deep enough. And this is like the deepest color in here, unless I wanted to go with like the maroony shades, which I don't really want to. And I am wearing a shirt that has like blue in it today, so I think the blue makes more sense. Boy, that really freaked me out when I heard somebody outside, because I wasn't expecting him to be home until later. Whew. Talk about having a heart attack thinking somebody's at your front door at 6 o'clock in the morning is crazy. All right, how's this looking, guys? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off. I'm going to clean everything up. Make sure I do a little bit more blending here. Try and get it look a little bit nicer. And then I will come back and show you the final look. I think it looks really pretty though. I think adding that blue was a good idea. Definitely. So don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be back in like... Alrighty, guys, I'm back and I'm running late. I gotta go. I just kind of fixed up my hair a little bit. I did put the blue on the lower lash line. Let me show you real quick. Oh, I should have put that on my inner corner. Maybe I can put a little bit still. So I have this on the lid, and then I use this on the lower lash line and use this to blend it out. I have this shade, and this shade, and this up on the top part, and I think it's really pretty. I've been using this double eyeliner from, I can't read it. Is that H-E-N-G? Hangfeng? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's a liquid liner, and I've been practicing with it. It's... I suck at liquid liner. Oh, maybe that's just the glare. I'm trying, but I really like this palette. It's really pretty, but I love Nomad anyway, so I gotta go, though. Sorry, I don't have time to give you a rundown of everything, but thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to do the questions, I would love to hear your answers. You can just answer them in the comments too. But if you're new to the channel, go down below, hit the subscribe button, join Nene's Glam Squad, turn the notification bell up to all that way. Hopefully YouTube will notify you when I make a new upload so you can come over and say hello down in the comments. Give the video a like and have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Take care, stay safe, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.